It's Week 15 of the NFL, and we've got the Titans leader at quarterback. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Titans in the Pass on EA Sports.
Being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes.
Right.
So there's a lot of good that he did. But he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 7 carries, 57 yards, and a touchdown as well.
10 touchdowns on the season for him, and I don't know whether these goals are written down. I don't know whether they're discussed amongst the team, but I do know this. Every guy who touches the ball as a ball carrier thinks 10 touchdowns is a nice round goal to try and reach in a season.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, it's Williams. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Carr. This one swung out to Williams. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Titans, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
2nd down and 6 now from the 42. Now Carr. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. Still on his feet. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Bryan Edwards, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and there on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with a New England touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So now the Titans get their first shot on offense. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go now. Ready.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. There he goes, right side. He's on his way. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Titans are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. 1 play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. A solid stiff arm. And he will be taken down here, but another big gain on the ground to start the drive. This one good for 16, and yet again a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now they'll throw with Carr. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. On play action, it's Carr. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short. They elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. The kick by McManus is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Tennessee offense making their way out onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. But you look at this Patriots defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. This is Hines. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The Titans at 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
pass observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
19, Tiger, 19, go!
Here's Hines. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 90 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. In motion, Aguilar. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. As they've got it as we resume action. On second down, right back to Hines. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans have taken the lead. He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Not the first time we've seen this, because this young guy, he really makes it happen. So what that tells me is the book on him has to change. You got to now plan for those legs as well as him throwing the football.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. New England's offense set to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Javonte Williams. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down, because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a 1st down, but for big yardage as well.
On 1st down, Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Bryan Edwards. with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Patriots are once again back in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Titans now just about ready to take over. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their second straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. He'll look to throw. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now it's Hines pushing his way inside the 40. And this is going to be a Titans first down as they get this up to about the 42.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at
after review of the play.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 41-yard line. That one good for 24 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Touchdown! A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys have now moved out in front. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
New England trying to get a place on offense. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Carr going to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. On the counter, here's Williams. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Carr now on 1st down. And this will be caught by Edwards. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's Carr. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Throwing his Carr on third down. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Fourth down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. The kick by McManus is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Ball across the formation. There's Lawton with it. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. 47 yards. And the Titans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. Carr, man open left side. It's Williams. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Carr now to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Patriots are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The kick by McManus is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin out in Houston, and it's the Texans out in front as that one is just about to halftime. 2 touchdown passes there for Brock Purdy. From there, we head up to Kansas City. Check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And they trail in their ball game at halftime to the visiting Carolina Panthers. Alvin Kamara a touchdown run in that first half. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Tony Pollard, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage.
Time taken in here to start this drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Ready.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Hustle.
They'll look to throw. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. They'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he will have the Titans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Come on. Hey.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Hassan Reddick, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Carr now on first down. A short one there, caught by Likely. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Play action. Now it's Carr. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And our game's had a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Williams. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Nice job holding them out of the end zone on 3rd down. I think you need to give a big assist to this crowd.
Yeah, they're really rallying them, aren't they? They're behind them the whole way. And they get that little bit of extra motivation when you're in a tough situation. Let's see what happens here on 4th down if they go for it. Can the crowd help them one more time?
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover. They're in the end zone. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they...
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. New England's offense set to go. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to a position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Titans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. He'll check this down to Hines. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Back now in Nashville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 16-yard line.
Carr. On target to his man, Likely. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
9 yards. 1st down, Patriots.
Here's Carr to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Shotgun now for Carr. He's got him in, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr. It's Edwards again. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. From the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Right side, there's Likely with it. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The kick by McManus is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Velus Jones now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards for number 11. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And I'll tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. He may go. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
McManus's point after is good, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. And this is going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Titans are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Here's 2nd and a yard. They run with Hines. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 124 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
18 Cardinals.
On first down, it's Hines, and he's going to be met at about the 43. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
Come on.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. That is caught. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Panther 60. Trap 60.
He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Buffalo 18. Tempo.
He'll look to throw. This one complete to Scott Miller. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
A big play looming on 3rd down.
Mustang 19. Go.
Back to throw. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. This is 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. Four quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. New England trying to get a place on offense. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
On 1st down, Carr. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. But I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying.
And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those.